What's good, people? No, what you are looking at is not the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. What you are looking at is RXL, big time fragrance influencer, and I'm back with another video. And you know, I'm not really big on the whole compliments thing. If I'm wearing a fragrance and it gets a lot of compliments, even though I'm not big on that or really care too much about that, I know a lot of you guys do, that's why I mention it. To me, the only value I get from compliments is if somebody gives me a compliment from about 6-7 feet away, I know maybe I've sprayed too much. And if I'm wearing a fragrance that I think may be challenging or off-putting, if I'm getting a bunch of compliments from it, that kind of tells me maybe it's a little bit more mass appealing than I thought it was. But there are people that buy fragrances, I think they're a little bit mentally ill, specifically to get attention and to get compliments. I don't knock you. It is your money. Enjoy it however you want. And I even have a video for you. This has to be the most attention-getting fragrance in my collection. And it doesn't come from Roja. It doesn't come from Boudicca the Victorious. This isn't a $1,000 fragrance. This isn't a $500 Creed. This fragrance actually comes from Eua Fragrances, the clone brand, and the fragrance is called Eua So Fraiche. And man, does this fragrance get just a ton of attention. Not just compliments, I mean attention. People don't just walk up to me and say, "Oh, you smell really good." Although that does happen quite a bit with this fragrance. A lot of people have came up to me and said, "What is that fragrance? Where can I get it?" Now, this fragrance was released 4 years ago, and I'm sure I've made a video on it, but why now? Why am I all of a sudden bringing this attention-getting fragrance up to you guys now? Well, you guys know I am, of course, a big-time fragrance influencer, damn near a superstar, and with that, I have connections. I got ears. I hear things. Things are in motion. Things are in the works. I can't really speak too much about them, but I will say this. I don't like to feature a lot of fragrances that are discontinued, because if they're amazing and you guys say, "Oh, that sounds awesome. Where can I get that?" You're kind of, out of luck. And so this fragrance, sadly, was a limited run and has been discontinued for the last 4 years. But I have good news, and I'm not making any promises. I just got, I got my ear to the ground, as they say. This fragrance might be coming back very, very soon. Shh.
But I ain't one to gossip, so if anyone asks you, you ain't heard it from me. No, you haven't.
Why does this fragrance get so much attention? Well, I'll tell you. As much as we like to delve into the niche and the challenging and the artistic side of things, for the most part, people like nice, clean, fresh fragrances. It's called Eua So Fraiche. I assume that's some kind of French for fresh. But yeah, this is one of the freshest fragrances in my collection, and it projects well. And for being such a light, fresh fragrance, it performs well. It's by no means a 12 to 15 hour, beast mode fragrance, but it'll get you 7 hours plus. It's a beautiful blend of citruses: bergamot, mandarin, oranges, pineapple, lemon. Oh, amazing juicy citruses. Ginger, vetiver, basil, orange blossom, giving you a nice little kind of grassy, outdoor, smelling fresh nature kind of smell. Musks, iris, ambergris, vanilla, amber. This fragrance has a lot going on for it, but the bottom line is, the best way I can describe this is juicy citruses with a little bit of outdoor kind of grassy and floral, nature, with some freshly cleaned laundry, that fresh laundry smell. And not just Tide or some kind of laundry detergent. I mean some type of really expensive, natural laundry detergent that's been, sitting out in your backyard on a clothesline being air dried. It's a phenomenal fragrance. I honestly can't wrap my head around what type of person wouldn't like all this clean, natural freshness which is probably why it gets so much attention. So I'm going to give Eua So Fraiche, hopefully returning soon, a 10 out of 10. It's a masterpiece. It is one of the best things Eua has ever created. It may even be the best thing that Eua has created, and I just could not understand, even though I know it was a limited edition and a limited run, why they just didn't do one more run to, fulfill orders of, people that missed out, because there's a ton of people that never could get their hands on this fragrance. But here we are 4 years later, and I think, I'm pretty sure that it will be returning soon. And if it returns and you're into fresh fragrances, just go ahead and blind buy it, sample it, do whatever you do when you buy fragrances. But that's just my take on Eua's Oh So Fraiche.